Hey guys, today we are going to be installing the UNMS server or software. So I'm gonna come over here and go to Party, and I'm going to go to my server that I'm going as a Ubuntu server. So I'm gonna open that. Let me drag this right here, and I'm gonna log in as the user that we created in the media server series. Okay, so let me clear the screen here for a second. So you're logged in. Now to install the server itself, let me drag this window right here. If you go to UNBT, they have this script right here. I'm not a big fan of call to shell just because who knows is it's not safe, but since this is the way to do it, I mean they don't have like a software to download, you're gonna have to trust them. So if you right click that, you should copy paste it using your Party or Bitvice, whichever you like to use. But let's examine the call to shell command. So obviously there's a call to shell, and then the flags S, FS, and SL, and then it will go to unms.com install, and then this is redirected to tmp unms install sh. This is a script itself, and then when that command is done, sudo to bash to start the script begins. So that's how the command works. So let's enter our password here. As you can see, it's checking out the software from Git, from the branch master, and it's downloading Dockers now. And to check for this install to work, there's some prerequisites. It has to be running on Ubuntu 16.04 LTS, the Xenia 0 64-bit, or the new Ubuntu 18.04 LTS Bionic Beaver, and that's where we are installing it today. Or you can also install it on Debian 9. It has to be 64-bit, and now they're supporting CentOS 7. And also you can also use container Linux, which was CoreOS before it got acquired by Red Hat. And the minimum GB for your minimum RAM should be 2 GB, and your storage should be a minimum of 16 GB and a 64 CPU. Also, you can install Bash or Cal or netcat, but those come already with Ubuntu, apart from the netcat. Now, if you don't have enough storage, you can do an overcommit or use the unattended install, which will do all that for you. But let's get to this. It's asking me to overcommit. I was just talking about that because I know I don't have enough RAM, and I don't have 2 GB of RAM or 16 gig of the of storage. So I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. But if you have sufficient disk storage and RAM, you won't get that. You will not get that prompt. Also, one thing to note is a port that your that the server is gonna be using. So if your port 80 and 443 are used already, you're gonna have to pick another port for that so you can be able to access your server, your UNMS. So I mean, there's a lot of planning going into this. I learned the hard way. I was just like, oh yeah, you just call to share this command and that's it. And by the way, I don't know who was smart enough to say, okay, we can use call to shell. Yeah, just put up any code out there and then call to shell. I mean, you can actually, I opened up this script. I went to their GitHub and I looked at it, and I kind of know what it's doing, you know. But some people out there who are smart enough, they'll put um, some stuff in there, and then once you're, you know, you call to shell, then you run into trouble because you get viruses. Now, as you can see right here, it's asking me, telling me my port 80 is already in use. Please select another port 80. You can either type it in here and then press enter, and then for HTTPS, it's gonna default. If you just press enter, it will default to 8443, or you can type it. It's up to you. And if you find any trouble accessing the GUI, there's a link below for how to troubleshoot this install. So check that out if you run into trouble after installing this. So your UNMS is installed, and that's all you need to do for installation. Now, for accessing your install, let's go over here and let's go to the server itself, .41. Okay, I need to use http dot // the address of my server .1.2.41, and let's wait and see. Okay, now here's the problem that I was talking about. That won't work. So let's do this again. If you want to see more into detail, just go to the link down below. So what we're going to do here is repeat the same process again. //192.168.2.41:8080, and voila, here we are. So go to advanced over here because it's a self-signed certificate, and there you go for your setup. So here's a problem. It's not a problem, but if you want to set this as a name instead of an IP address, so I guess I'll just show you this one. Let's go back here to our host. So this is our Ubuntu server, so I'm gonna set it into my etc folder, and let's use the ls command -al. You can see all the files listed, and as you can see, we are looking for hosts. Host. What if we just do the ls? Can I find the host? Oh, there you go. This is the folder that we are looking for, hosts. So you can open your favorite text editor. I like VI because I'm used to it. I've been trying to get into Nano, but for some reason I get confused, but I'm used to VI. So sudo hosts, and here we'll scroll down, press I or insert for starting to edit, and let's enter our IP address here. Using the wrong keyboard. Okay, I for insert, and let's enter our IP address here, 192.168.2.41, and I'm gonna name this UNMS .home.xyz UNMS. Okay, so let's save that. Press the escape key, W key to write and quit. Now, you also need to go to your computer. If you're using a Windows computer, what you want to do is open Notepad. I don't think if you guys can see this. Let's do Notepad. Yeah, run Notepad, but open it as an admin. Then go to open, and make sure it's under C Windows System 32 drivers etc. You won't see anything at first, but if you click all files, you get to see your hosts, and then you open up your hosts, And here you come and you enter the IP address 192.168.2.41, and we call it unms.home.xyz UNMS, and then you save that file. Okay, once you're done doing that, now you can go back over here. So for the admin, this is a testing. Admin email is test@test.com. Password test. Well, make sure you enter secure password. This is just for demonstration purposes. Check this to indicate that you have read and agreed to the user agreement license. The user agreement license, I think that's what it means. And here, instead of using IP address, I'm gonna go ahead and use my unms.home.xyz. I mean, you can leave the IP address. It doesn't hurt. I remember names better than remember the numbers. So hit next. For the account, yeah, you can add that if you want. I'll delete that later anyways. So anyways, here it goes. Come on. For SM and SMTP server, we're gonna use Gmail, and Gmail. Now at first this won't let you work, and if you don't believe me, I will show you. Let me enter my password. Exit page. Anyways, there's an error behind here saying certificate not valid. How you want to solve that? Let me pull up this page right here. Let me pull up one open Google account here. So you get an email from Google saying, hey, someone tried to access your account. So what you want to do is go to settings and go to accounts and go to other Google account settings. Open that up and come over here and go to apps with account access, and this is gonna be off. And when it's off, you won't be able to set up your email on the UNMS. So enable that, which I don't recommend on a daily basis email. But once you do that, you'll be able to connect. But I'm not gonna do that on mine here because this is just for a test one. But the real one that I have already got that enabled. So let's go to next. Come on, last pass. Go out the way. So I'm gonna pause. Okay, now I'm gonna pause the video. Here we are. So you want to copy this right here, and you see you already put in your name for your host. This right here. If you don't add it, this will be your IP address. So you wanna copy that to your clipboard, and let's go ahead and open application. Advanced. Go ahead. And with this right here, you enter the credentials that you just created. Okay, and you enter that, and here it is. Let's make this a little bigger. Right there, you go. So right here it tells you who logged in. I'm logging in from this IP address. I haven't actually set the host. And then check your SSL certificate because you're failing. Okay, now let me make this a little bit smaller so you can see everything that I want to show you. Okay, I don't want to. We are done with that part. So there's two ways to add your devices. And before we add devices, this is a dashboard, and you can see your sites here. You can import sites. You can create a new site and name it whatever you want to name it, address, latitude. And after you, there's that, and then you can see your clients if it's connected, and you can come up here and you get your settings. The two-factor authentication, you can enable it here. If you have email, enable alerts right there. They'll go to your email address. Under maintenance, you can do all sort of configurations. And here's your UNMS. Let's encrypt. You want to leave that on, and then you don't want to download beta firmware in case it messes you up. But you can do all the things that you need to do up here. You can see outages, logs. Let's go to outages. You see your outages. Okay, let's go to logs. Discovery manager. This is where you want to be the discovery manager. You want to put in the IP address. The IP address that you want to search for. I'm going to put this .20, and you can put up to all the way to 255. So I'm just going to put that there, and then you click start, and it's supposed to discover your devices. Now it didn't pick up any device. I don't know why it's not picking up my you know what, let's just go to devices and add device. I know the IP address of my server for my router, and again here you are with your cloud key. Now make sure nobody knows this key. I'm just showing you because this is a test, and I'm gonna delete this thing anyway, so you won't be able. So here is where you would enter your IP addresses and stuff, and the username and the password for your device, and then you'll start discover. Now I don't know why it's not discovering mine. Not quite sure. Let's hit this again. It's not able to get my device at the moment, but it will show up here, and then all you need to do is just hit connect and enter the credentials. I'm sorry guys I didn't get to discover this, but I know this is a virtual machine and I'm already set up my UNMS. I think that's why it's not working, but thank you guys for watching and have a good one.